us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. Fighting his way through contact. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out route to Hill, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Micah Parsons in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Houston Sanders on for the field goal of 29-yard attempt.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott now. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
There's Chris Olave. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 76 yards. And the Saints will strike first here in this wild card matchup. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. The third down conversion successful, a gain of 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Pushes past him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years about screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. To throw is Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Prescott going to change the play. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll throw again. Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. There he goes, left side. Still on his feet. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. Breaks through the contact. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Colin Saunders, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pressure comes and down he goes. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now an audible here into something else. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Allen's got it complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run here with Akers. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Cam Akers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 13-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Escapes the defender. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Carr now to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Carr. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. Osa Odighizuwa gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Carr. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Like it's been this negative ways he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half. and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Houston Sanders set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Prescott now. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Prescott now from the 50. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. In motion, that's Tolbert. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Shotgun now for Carr. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. A give running right is Akers. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd down and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 23.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Osa Odighizuwa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, a 3rd and 20. Here's Carr to throw. He completes it to Olave. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 30 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 24.
Saints 13. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On play action, it's Carr. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Houston Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Prescott from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Tolbert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Carr. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. The pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing his car. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going right back to Akers. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
Hey, yo, fresh out the... Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm gonna break down. Flow water. Boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights. Ball is life. My whole take wild. Big boss. Hella chicken. I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new ain't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap. What do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out. Let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, his head hot back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy
project, put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my